Look in the refrigerator. It should be a carton, a milk carton, red and white. That is sad. Ugh. A wife wants better sex, and it actually went stepped outside of her marriage to freaking have sex with somebody, and said that she doesn't want to give up her marriage, but she wants to open up the marriage so that she can have her needs fulfilled. Now, she's telling everybody that her husband actually sucks in bed, is morbidly obese, and no wonder why the sex is bad. It takes a miniature heart attack just to get it up. Take care of the husband, encourage him to lose weight, and as a reward, more and more fun time. Put that cardio that he needs to be doing to work. Make sure that he drinks water. Freaking curb his diet so that he's eating the right things so that you can have the best performance that you need on the other side. Or divorce him and get somebody that's a young fucking stallion. Either way, don't string anybody along because you're unhappy. Fucking tear that band-aid off and go for it. I can't be listening to the stories like this and still like fucking try to concentrate on my art. But don't waste your time. Take care of yourself. And if you're not being taken care of by the person that you're supposed to trust, or they're not taking care of themselves properly, break the relationship and move on. Don't string it along because you're comfortable in this space or the next. It's just wrong. You turned him into a
was
cuck.
against the open marriage because he thought he owned me or had a claim on me, and that made me so freaking furious that I was a bit harsh with him. What? Hold on, stop. You thought he was against an open marriage with his wife because he believed that he owned you? What kind of feminist talking point is that? You don't own me. I can have an open relationship if I want to. It's 2022. Wow. I simply won't tolerate any of that nonsense. He kept referring to me as my wife, as in I don't want my wife doing it. So he had to act
Noble
out now
Beats
that.
Production.
Oh man.
She doesn't want to be married.
She's not supposed to be married, sir. No, that's crazy. She's trying to keep me here. She's trying to keep me so that whenever she comes back, she won't be acting like my husband. She'll be acting like she's supposed to marry me back. Okay, congratulations, Angel. Congratulations. Those two words made me more angry. Now stop it. Stop marrying a person and having kids with them.
Noble
Yes, she
Beats
can.
Production.
Beyond that, I'm also glad you found a woman that I'm not crazy. No, I told you I didn't want to marry her, and I told her that I would never marry her. So I feel like it's fair for me to ask you,
Noble Beats Production.
It's a coffin nail.
I hope it is.
Noble Beats Production.
So, I'm happy.
Uh, I can't listen to that. Usually, marriages or any type of partnership is based upon truth from the beginning. And if your so called truth changes over time to another type of dynamic during an active relationship, that will kill the relationship no matter what type of truth you speak, whether you're right or wrong. Because shit starts to fly sideways as things are unevenly dealt with. And you need a sure foundation. Otherwise, the relationship will erode itself and fall apart and crumble. But that's just my opinion. There are a lot of other factors that go into everybody's individual relationship. So just recognize the advice for what it is. So how are y'all doing today, huh? Let's let this. I don't know. It just seems kind of stupid. Like,
Je grave les images de souvenirs lointains, beauté de
uh, it seems kind of stupid because, like, if she freaking put some of the hard work it takes to make that relationship better, because it just gets to me. Like, I'm not saying that her plan or whatever is going to work out in her favor, but a lot of times, you know, people will surprise you, especially if you give them a chance to actually want to change in the first place. And plus, if she's finding these faults and these issues in her marriage where, like, the guy, he isn't performing and he's, a slob or this, that, the third, well, what is he going to do to get what is he willing to do to get in shape? Is he going to try a new diet? Is he going to try, are you going to work out with him? It, instead of jumping right into having sex with other people, because again, that's a I know even though the resources is everywhere, it's still a big risk because you expose yourself to diseases, you expose yourself to, like, freaking not so savory people from time to time, it is a big risk with every new person that you decide to attach yourself to. So I'm just speaking on like logic here. I don't care about the feminist agenda or anything like that. I don't have a horse in anybody else's race, so to speak. So like a lot of that dumb shit that people wanna freaking bring up, like what about this ism and that ism? I don't give a fuck ism is where I'm at right now. You feel me? So like um only thing that I got to say is need to conduct yourself in a responsible manner and make sure that your ass is covered. And once you make sure that all your bases is covered, cover the basis of the person that you're supposed to cover down on, i.e., your partner. You know, it doesn't matter what type of relationship it is or anything else like that. If you're fucked up, they're going to be fucked up, especially if you start messing around. Now, a lot of people don't pick that up. A lot of people don't pick up. Well, I don't see how a lot of times, but other times there's shoot. For those that do read the Bible every once in a while, it's there's a little proverb in there that says, "How can I remove the speck from from your eye when I have a log in mine?" So, like a lot of the problems we fail to understand that or even realize that part of the problem might be ourselves in the relationship. So look inward first. I'm not saying that you're the root of all problems because hell, if a guy's freaking beating the shit out of you at this point, or any person for that matter is putting hands on you, by all means protect yourself and lay hands right back on them. But I'm be honest with you. I'm be honest with you. We do not realize the faults that we have to get to a point where things break and are found broken. And we always want to rug sweep and shift blame about it being this way or that way. What if, he was upset or freaking depressed and he gained a lot of weight because of that depression. Now his wife is interested in freaking fucking other dudes and he's not into that. Never have, never will, and never will be, right? But is backed into a corner because you believe that it's the best thing for the relationship, and it's not. Because this is a quick fix where you don't see the other problems that tend to form. Like say you're tired of, you'll get freaking real moody real quick because the people that you have sex with you have actually feelings for, and you might get clingy where you might swear up and down one day where it's not like that, and lo and behold it is. Or because that you're trying to get it in today, you really disrespect your significant other and leave him alone in his misery, only to fall for another woman that's actually paying him some mind and attention, that actually gets him on the right path and fulfills his deepest needs. So, like, again, there are so many freaking things that can happen in different scenarios. It's just not even it's not even fair to be hard set on this is the only way or this is the only one. Granted, not him being a large body, that shit's on him. All right, everybody's responsible for their body up to like freaking genetic genetic abnormalities or any other type of diseases. I'm sorry, I fumbled on that word kind of hard, so don't at me. Um, but but with the power of freaking being at peace with one's body also comes another power on the opposite side, being able to do something about your body and being motivated through multiple means that are available to you on the internet through freaking exercising, dieting. Diets are amazing, by the way. I will always support a good, healthy diet. And and also, when was the last time that you cooked for him? Or hey, hello, didn't see you there. Oh, the basic thing is like, when was the last time that you helped your partner out? And I don't mean out of their freaking clothes either. I mean like truly improve the situation in which they find themselves living with or in. That's the biggest thing that a lot of people aren't recognizing like straight off the bat, because if you're saying like Jack and a whole lot of shit and I ain't doing nothing for that freaking so and so nobody that ain't shit, well, reason why you ain't shit, you ain't put nothing in his or her your partner's bank to begin with. You got to invest. Oh, just talking about. All right. Let me back it up a little bit. I was listening to a story as I was listening to music, and I came across a story where a lady was upset about her sex life in her marriage because she has to, ride on top, and she has to ride on top, and he finishes all too quickly while she's just getting started. That's one. And two, she wants to open up the marriage because the sex is just that bad. And I'm like, just get a divorce. It's just too many steps. And the thing about it was, her description was that he has either health problems or whatever the case may be, and is large in size. I'm like, look, you got to freaking you got to put in some work. You can't just like, I'm gonna go fuck somebody else, but she's on that go fuck somebody else type of stuff without putting any really real work in her marriage, and she's on a feminist type kick, right? Which I don't really have any problems against feminists or anything like that. What I have a problem with is how people treat other people, and really, she wants her husband to be a cuckold and all right with it, and she's going to open the marriage so that he can do whatever he wants to as a crappy fair trade, right? And so that he can get his needs met. And I'm willing to bet as soon as he finds like another partner that's a viable competition for her, she's going to feel threatened and try to close the relationship, or he's going to do whatever the fuck that he wants to do and seek a divorce. End of story. and she's going to regret it because like the, the relationship wasn't founded on being open in the first place. That's what I'm talking about, and I'm just talking about some of the pitfalls and some of the things that might help alleviate alleviate some of that pressure. Now, again, I'm not a professional. I'm just the outside guy looking in, and I don't have all the facts and evidence that would lead me to make the proper freaking decisions on anybody else's relationship. So I'm not really too invested in. I'm just amazed that the person in question didn't try to improve their relationship by improving their husband. Now he's scared of diseases, and rightfully so. And there's no way to protect against all diseases because there's a STD that goes for skin contact. There's a STD that goes for this. It goes for that. See, there you go again. Hold on. Man, if you don't, uh, I know you're being for real right now. Hold on. She's a person that I know, and there's no way that she's not taken. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not a, I don't have a crush or anything like that. And to be honest with you, she, she lives halfway across the nation. That's the other problem. The next thing is only thing I'm trying to do is do professional stuff, and it's bad to eat where you take your shit. You know what I mean? So even though if an opportunity was to rise where I can freaking pull off a reasonable visit, yes, I would visit and be a gentleman about it, or myself. Pick however you choose, but the long and short end of that is after being in a bad relationship, you know, if I meet somebody that I fucking vibe with on a different level, I'm sure not to let them go. But she's a firecracker. She's on my side. I'm all right with that. Um, that's the way that it is. Just surround yourself with good company, homie. You don't need to worry about you don't need to worry about anybody or anything else. Just surround yourself with good company and the good women will follow. Besides, knowing her could lead to another opportunity. What that opportunity may be, I don't know yet. None of us do. So, we'll find out together. I know you don't mean that shit, but that's the shit that I foresee. Ga, ga, ga. But yes, she is a good woman. I will say that. And she is quite interesting. I do need to talk to her more to get the female dialogue down because I'm not sure how she want them to actually be. So there's that problem right there that I'm facing. Coño es coño. Why does that sound familiar? Are you trying to get me? You trying to get me? Boy. Yes. Why does that sound familiar? Beep 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 beep. Hold on real quick. All right, I'm sorry about that. But yes, I do agree with that statement. Sorry. Boy, you're gonna get me in trouble talking like that. I'll tell you. Where I come from, we say this shit all the time. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, bitches will be bitches. But more importantly, I need to be me no matter what this situation. That's more important. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, how's her relationship with the other boy? Oh, I'm sorry for those that didn't read it. It was my baby mama won't leave me the fuck alone. She wants to stay with me with our child. It's like no, 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 no. That wasn't part of the plan. You said that you was going to give me the baby. I raise it. She barely see him. It sounds like a baby trap, to be honest. It might not be the case. I don't know the person, and I can't make a judgment without the other person, without talking to the other person in the chat or something like that. But sounds like she's trying to use you for some type of stability. Which is okay if both of y'all agreed to it, but like she's using the baby as like a freaking wedge to keep the door open. That's what it feels like. And it feels like with her barely seeing the other guy that she's using you as a safe bet and a backup after getting pregnant. which concerns me because it's starting to feel more and more calculated as I think about it. Maybe there's other freaking things and factors, but like I don't have enough information to make a sound decision given the situation. But it feels like she got knocked up by the first person that looked like they could freaking take care of her and whatever she pops out. And I'm not saying that men don't do some cruddy stuff too. They do. They do. But the nature of her request seems to be more predatory. That's the best way to put it. She got your attention with the baby. Now, you know, she needs to do very little to maintain and keep everything at status quo. She don't need to. She don't need to like swear up and down that she's yours because you're not interested in that and can get another woman if you wanted to, and you're making enough money to take care of the baby by yourself. I mean, theoretically, I'll be more concerned about being too open to to this whole thing. It just doesn't sit right. Maybe with a little bit more time, but I think it's a way to get tap into your resources, to your bank account, and eventually take advantage of you because of the baby. Now, I might be wrong. There might be other things going on that I don't have access to. Excuse me. And I am not seeing, but it feels like it. Everything's being done wrong and it doesn't sit right. Like, there's a lot of important, like, social cues and steps that aren't being followed that concerns me. Like, respect and privacy. Um, is she going to freaking have a job? If that job going to be like a below average 9 to 5, or is it going to be a serious job where she excels and eventually takes control of her life again? I mean, what's the deal? And these questions weren't even answered when she decided to pop out a clone for you. So I'm just not in the business of getting your hopes high on this relationship. It seems too much of a Disney afternoon. It seemed too much like an actual parent trap. Now, it would have been different if y'all two came together and said, like, hey, yo, I want to have a baby. You down? It was like, yeah, I'm down. All right, good. Let me get everything ready. That would have been a good one. But it seems like, oh, oops, I'm pregnant. Oops, I'm not with my boyfriend anymore. Oops, why don't we live together? Nah, that's way too convenient. Like, no matter what your sex or orientation, that's just way too fast, way too suspicious. We're still checking for droids at the way station. uh, you get an A+ if you recognize that. Now let's see. Let's just work on the eyes for right now. So that, and switch with that, and switch with. No, that's fine. Hit it with a paintbrush. Question: would it be way fun of a story if angels care? It would be an interesting dynamic. Like if you're saying that angels love their god, the gods that they served, I would say a certain amount of enamory should be, or how would you say that word? Amorous. It would be good. It can be used in a way that help dictate the way that they interact with each other, or act when their god is in physical danger, or even when they're not in physical danger, but somebody would attack them, and it's like, you dare attack my beloved, my god. I'm gonna do it. Well, I think this is a good place to stop for the moment. Let's see. It's been about 1.5 hour. Save. And no cap, if a god is in danger and they're weak as fuck in an anime and not real. Well, here's the thing. Um, in the Torah as well as the Bible, there's been like accounts where people met God face to face, and they had to do certain things or rituals before meeting him because they would die immediately from his sheer presence. So, yes. What's up? All right, I gotta go pick up my child. So, here's what I'll do. I'll try to come back later, no promises. Remember that you take care of yourself. Keep writing, keep dreaming, keep freaking creating. I'll see you later tonight. Knock on wood.